Oh god, this would be a train wreck. All right, let's go.
All right, you guys ready?
I'm already
All right.
laughing. I can't
Cool.
breathe.
All right. Well, I guess we should kick it off. So,
Wait, hold on. You guys can't hear that fire alarm, right?
What?
fire alarm.
Did you leave your building? Are you on
fire in
fire?
your house as we're
No,
trying
it's
to do the video.
a building cooking, and they just don't know if they're cooking.
Don't mind the smoke, guys. I'm trying to do a podcast.
So this is the team. This is officially Bored with the Boys.
Let's go.
So
Yeah.
just basically a little idea we kind of came up with for all four of us to get together a bit more often to play some games, stream together, chat, have some laughs, record it, put some videos up, and
During this whole COVID-19
during
situation
all
we
this-
got here.
during all this mess. So, we haven't been able to hang out or do anything for quite some time. So as we've been talking more, we figured why not, try to play some games, put some stuff together, record it, make some videos, and see where it goes from there. And we're gonna
Have a
kinda
lot of fun.
kick it off with a podcast. Hopefully we can do this, weekly, monthly, whatever the schedule allows for, where we talk about games we're gonna play, games we did play, and just kind of general nonsense that we can kind of all banter about. So
I think nonsense is our best category we can go on right now.
I think we're doing pretty good so far. So.
Just random.
yeah, well, we'll try to keep it focused, but nonsense certainly is what we do,
Part of
what
the
we
gig.
do best.
A focused randomness.
Focus random list.
That's why you guys can get together, because we have nothing to do. That's why we're bored with the boys.
Pretty much.
So basically, like pretty much to add on to what Scott said, we'll be doing a lot of games. When we can get back together, we'll all be, over whoever's house or wherever the hell we end up going, and just recording what we're doing, having fun, kicking it back, talking, chatting, playing games, card games, dice games, D&D, LAN games, all that online stuff, or even just, I don't know, watching a UFC fight or something, whatever the day brings.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays everybody's at home streaming by themselves. Obviously, we're all trying to stream and play together as well. But I think a big piece that people have lost lately is, getting in the same room, trying to get a split screen going, and just, being next to each other, getting some laughs while you're actually in the same house. So aside from, some podcasts and some streaming and stuff, we want to be able to, obviously, once we're able to and, things get a little easier, sit on the couch next to everybody, throw some old game systems on, play some old games, record it, and kind of see where it goes. Try to get some laughs. Some of these old games are still tons of fun on a split screen. So want to bring some of that nostalgia back, and crack open the old video game case and hook up some systems if we can actually hook them up to
Halo Reach.
If they work.
Yeah, if they actually work. But
Yeah. No, we'll get everything together, and eventually we'll have everything set up to the standards of what we're trying to do. We're trying to show off to everybody else. We're just here to have fun.
By the time
be
we do this next podcast, I got to get this thing off. It's ridiculous. I hate it.
What is
is
that?
that like new or old? Or?
It's just I don't even know what it is. It's just a
You
sticker
can
on
literally
the
just put
wire.
that off.
Strip it
It's
off.
not
Yeah,
like
just
a whole
strip it off.
process. Take it off.
That's point. You just broke the seal.
There you go.
For like one of the first times we're all getting together, we've all had like cameras that we've literally gotten over the past few weeks. Like Tim,
Yep.
come into the PC world within the past few weeks for constantly being against the PC world.
It's not even that long. I've had this computer for a full week maybe now.
Yeah.
Just bought a camera, just bought another monitor, just made that switch over.
So yeah, times are changing. So I mean, people are switching, doing all sorts of crazy things. So figured while we all get PCs, we all can get some stuff going there. But we all also have game systems, but not as easy, like I said, without kind of sitting in the same room. So we're gonna kind of shake it up, like Brian said. We're gonna throw in some card games, throw in some board games. Do some Magic the Gathering, do some Dungeons and Dragons. Do some pretty cool things that we can do over like multiple videos. We'll use the podcast to kind of talk about some of the cool campaigns that we might be working on, or some video series that we might be like in the middle of.
Or just the general ideas of things. What's going on with the board of the boys and all that. Wow, that was terrible.
But just the experience of it, just the process of it, us being brand new to this whole thing, literally everything.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is mostly a team building for us as well, because we feel like we're a family already. You know,
Absolutely.
we always hang out and we always have great times with each other, going to concerts and whatnot. So we want to bring that little excitement to you guys. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, the name is kind of funny because, you know, as the boys, this is the group that we've been hanging out with for the longest time, and there probably hasn't been a time where we've ever been bored with the boys. Basically, when you get everybody together, it ends up being like,
We've all been doing stuff.
yeah,
I actually
it's-
never thought about
Yep.
that. That's kind of
yeah,
funny.
so like it's
Yeah.
kind of cool that it works in both ways. We've been able to, you know, always have like a good time, and now that we're all separated, we really can't get together. We're actually kind of all bored separately.
Bored with the separate boys.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we've
That's true.
like Christian said, we kind of been hanging out for a while. I know Christian since high school. Brian and Tim, they've known each other, you know, for a long ass
Pretty
time.
much our whole life.
Lived in the
Pretty much
same
our whole
house as
life.
him.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah.
I know Brian through Tim. They know Christian through me. Tim is my brother-in-law right now. So I mean, we've all been hanging out for a
What
while.
does that mean right now?
Well, you weren't always my brother-in-law. You were just kind of
spoilers.
I guess. Right
Cool.
for now I
acquaintance, I guess.
am.
But yeah,
We
we've
gotta-
been hanging out for a while. We started going to, you know, concerts, going all together, hanging out. We watching UFC, playing games, playing Magic, doing all these different things. So after this all hit and everyone's kind of worried about their jobs, worried about their future, doing whatever, yeah, you kind of back it up and think like, what do you want to actually put your focus into? Like, what makes you happy?
Exactly.
And we have like a hell of a good time together. So we figured, you know, let's start a podcast, let's start a YouTube channel, let's start some social media, and you do what we do collectively together that we have fun with, and actually
Share that experience.
share that experience, push it out there, try to entertain a little bit while also giving ourselves like a reason to hang out, which seems to be the hardest part that not only we have, but like everybody has.
If you're
Also-
following the rules.
Yeah, if you're following the rules, obviously, you know, times are tough. We're trying to social distance. We're all at our own houses right now. Hopefully, as things get together, things get better, we can pursue the ideas we want to do, sit on the same couch and actually have a good time together. But for now, we're going to sit here, start a few podcasts, get some streaming going, and, you know, try to kick things off. Obviously, we're new to this everything. Like we said, we're going to start a YouTube channel. We're going to put some videos up there. We'll throw the podcast up there, the audio and visual versions of them. We'll do some cool like compilation videos, some highlights of some streaming that we've all been doing together. If possible, we'll try to do some actual other gaming that's not strictly always PC gaming. But I mean, we'll see how things go. I mean, seems like things are getting better. Maybe they're not getting better, but I mean, hopefully over the summer we can find a time that we can finally, you know, get back together and do something.
Cool stuff. Make some changes.
Yeah,
It's a plan.
basically we're trying to bring a uniqueness to what we're trying to do instead of what everybody else is doing on their platforms. We're bringing you what Scott was saying, mostly card games, board games, and Brian, and video games in general. We're trying to bring something to you in a totally different way as possible. But
Yeah, it's just taking it to like
Trying to make
taking it to
it
another level.
yeah,
Unique to us as well.
yeah.
Our style, our way of doing it, you know, our way of being bored or not bored at the time.
And our uniqueness too.
Their own personalities.
Our personalities are gonna mix into
Yeah, I mean,
everything.
we mesh well as a group. We always, you know, conversations always go sometimes to a weird place.
Very, very
Random levels.
We'll share
Yep.
some of that weirdness as we can, as it as these platforms permit.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
like you were saying, I mean, right now
We're here until we get kicked off.
Yeah, until we get blocked. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of people streaming, a ton of people that play Dungeons and Dragons, a ton of people that play Magic, kind of, you know, people that do all these various things. But very few people kind of collect it all together. They don't really dive into that one thing. So we're gonna try to just bring general fun that we're having together. You know, hopefully it's entertaining to you guys as it is to us when we have fun. Yeah, we have a bunch of things planned. A few of us are pretty new to Dungeons and Dragons. That's obviously a huge popular game that a lot of people are streaming. Everyone's like doing Zoom sessions on that stuff. It was popular before too, but
D&D.
yeah, our current game master Brian has the experience, so he's He's been working on setting us up a pretty sweet
Hell yeah.
campaign.
Tons of maps going on behind the scenes. Tons of ideas floating around in the head as to what you three as a group will be doing story-wise that pertains to D&D. I mean, yeah, a whole lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. And we already do this stuff anyway, so why not record it? Why not stream it? We play games. We love doing it anyway, so that's kind of the whole point behind it is just record what we're already doing.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
in this
D&D
whole
would be
thing
cool.
now.
It'd be cool to get into D&D. We haven't done that. I mean, we
Yeah,
can do like a
that's
multi-video series. We can link some of the podcasts where we talk about some of the ideas, some of the things that we're doing. We can, really get immersive in that piece. But I mean, like I said, we've all gotten together. We've played, Magic the Gathering tons of times. It always ends up being
I haven't done that
hilarious.
yet.
Yeah, we're working on
Christian's
Throw that out
working on it.
there.
He's got a ton
We're
of
gonna
cards.
coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon. He's got a ton of cards. We got him building a deck, but it always ends up being a ton of fun. We have all different game modes that we currently play now. We'll try to get some new game modes, maybe do some drafts with Christian, try to get him some new cards. Maybe we can even throw in some other people. This is the core group, but always fun
Special
if we can
guests
incorporate
or-
other people and it makes sense. The four of us will be the ones you see every time, but I mean, definitely, we'll have some guests maybe on the podcast, maybe joining us on a couch or two, or maybe on a kitchen table to play some games. We're open to
Mhm.
anything.
So-
Like I said, the
So
goal
we'll
is just
be
to have
bored
some
with
fun,
the
man.
boys. It'll be with some girls too. So don't be disappointed on that.
Special guests.
Bored with the peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's other people being bored with the boys.
Yeah.
Right.
This is the group.
Exactly.
We'll bring in
Yeah.
some other people so we can have just
Fun.
whoever. Fun.
Different faces, new personalities, new, just people laughing, sharing stories, whatever it may be.
Exactly. New experiences, new people trying new games that they never tried, or
Yeah.
maybe they thought they wouldn't like before, like tabletop games. A lot of people don't know what they are. They just long like D&D, like these long campaigns, and people always think, oh, D&D, like it's like nerdy kind of thing. But when you play, you're like, oh, this is really fun. So
Yeah.
just trying to bring other people into this world of gaming and different aspects of tabletop, of PC, like we said, old like throwback games, and trying to mesh it all together and get those experiences from new people and just see their reactions and their input of what it's like.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
we got a ton
sure.
of games that we play currently that we want to record and play, but we got a ton of new stuff that we've some of us have never played, like Tim said, a ton of tabletop games that like just you have no idea about that end up being like hours of fun. So we'll definitely try to get some cool sessions, try to make them fun, try to make them entertaining, make some cool edits as they permit, try to get some cool videos on some of the platforms. I mean, hopefully we can get back in the same room. We have a ton of ideas to get all together and get some stuff recorded. From now until then, we'll try to kick things off. We didn't want to wait. That's why we're kind of sitting here in separate rooms doing a podcast. Maybe in the future we can sit around the same table. Use Brian got a nice sweet mic. We can all sit around and
Yeah.
that thing. We got a Blue Yeti. That thing is one of the best mics. So if we can all sit in the same room around the same table, we can keep these podcasts going. But for now, we wanted to, figure why wait? We're all sitting here waiting for things to get better, just living our normal lives. Like, why wait? Let's just kick things off.
Exactly.
Who cares? Let's
Trying to make the fun happen, man.
Yep. Bringing the fun to you.
It's no use sitting on the couch talking about being bored. You might as well do something about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, talk to everybody. Be bored together. It's always better to be with someone else. than
Collective
to sit there by
boredness.
yourself.
I mean, hopefully these videos starting from now will show the evolution of our growth and us being comfortable on camera, because right now it's pretty awful. But hopefully
Yeah.
these videos
good.
serve a purpose of our evolution and seeing us grow as a group. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, once you hit that record button, things certainly change. You get
Yeah.
you're laughing, you're witty, you're having fun. You hit record, and everyone's like a robot trying to follow a script. So,
Yeah.
I think we're doing pretty good for our first kind of behind the scenes here. So this is like episode 1 of the our podcast that we intended to start, but it's also kind of like Tim mentioned. This is like behind the scenes of like building this massive thing that we want to build. So yeah, it's really around games, but there's like a ton of stuff we want to do, a ton of videos, a ton of multi-part series we want to do. So this is like talking about how we're starting that. Like literally, this is it. This is what we started to. We talked on the phone, talked over text message. We written some notes down to discuss. I mean, and now we're sitting here and talking about it. So this is like behind the scenes #1, like throwback video for in the future, hopefully when we get quite a bit of content out there and
things are better and
moving.
people are together, people can watch more viewers, more whatever, just people doing stuff, that's kind of the whole goal, just to get out there and be not bored.
And eventually we'll just look back on the 100th episode and be like, wow, we were doing horrible.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Christian can clean up some wires in the back of his camera here. Maybe Tim could put away the brand new camera box on his TV stand right there, so you can tell this stuff's pretty new. People, we literally had just bought this stuff.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's part of this. Is a lot of these channels you see. You get onto these channels and there are these big professional channels, but you don't see the beginning. You don't know how they started.
No.
They never really show that. Every now and then they do behind the scenes, but they're already established at that point. But no one's really doing from ground zero. Like
this is raw. This is it.
Let's just do it. Let's just jump into it. Like you said, too, why wait? Let's just go all in right now. Like there's no point of waiting. So let's just
feed in.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like the more you plan, then it seems almost harder to start because you plan and and you want it to be perfect. But as soon as you hit record, if you just start talking and like just have a conversation, or even if you're playing a game, just play. You know what I mean? Let the camera roll, make it entertaining.
It helps if you know the people too.
You know what I mean? Doesn't matter.
It definitely helps if you know the people and you're like us. We've done stuff for years and years and years. So we kind of already got that mesh going on. I mean, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah, just, trying to stay happy, trying to stay positive, trying not to let the boredom overcome you, trying to reach out to people you haven't seen in a while. We talk to each other all the time, but I mean, reach out to somebody you haven't, talked to in a little bit, or just even keep talking to the people you talk to all the time anyways.
Right. I think it's a combination of like you said, what's happening right now with this whole pandemic thing, and plus just our group. Like, and it's the worst time to do this, but it's the best time to do this at the same time. Like, we already all hang out all the time, go to concerts, play games, but now we can't. So now we're feeling the effects of it. So it's it's just like the worst and the best time to start this.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of makes sense though.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it open. We went back and forth and kind of deciding like, what do we want to call ourselves? How do we want to be like cool and unique? And came up with a bunch of random names. But at the end of the day, it's like, we're just a group of people. We're fighting boredom with the different things that we're working on. So we're leaving it open where it's not like gaming with the guys or whatever. We're it's bored with the boys. We can go out and we can play some pool. We can go see a concert. We can play some games, and if we can share some exciting content, make something interesting to share with everybody, that's the goal. Goal is to bring ourselves together, but hopefully share some laughs, share some cool camaraderie between the four of us, and get some videos. Maybe people will start seeing that,
doing the same thing.
Yeah, doing the same thing. Exactly. Maybe they like that. Hopefully people kind of follow with us through this journey after episode 1, video 1, and see our growth, and hopefully see their growth, and maybe we can collab with some pretty fun people, and just get some videos out there, get some games played, and just have some fun. Like, why are we waiting? Let's just
stay positive. That's what we gotta do.
Life doesn't wait for you to be happy. It's it waits for you to like find your happiness. So at the end of the day, if you're happy doing what you're doing, keep doing it. If you're not, change it. So this is us changing it.
You're the only person that can change your life. It's all you, and whoever wants to be positive with you.
But I like what Scott said. Like, it's exactly what it is. We're just four normal guys, like nobodies technically, whatever. We're just trying to do something fun. Like,
we'll eventually we're making a name for ourselves, for you, for everyone in the audience, and having all their experience brought to you.
Right.
Just
If we play a game because we're bored and we share that, bored with the boys playing the game, and you're no longer bored watching with us, being entertained, laughing with us, then I mean, that would be the an ultimate goal of why we would want to put some of this stuff out there versus just talking to ourselves. Like I said, we always have fun. It's always like a ton of laughs. We figured, let's start sharing that. Let's not make this crazy empire, but like, let's just like get together and get a reason to hang out, get together, have fun, play some games, and don't waste the time just thinking about it and being sad, waiting for things to change. Like, you got to kind of make that change yourself. Especially now, where like with all this crap going on, you have no idea what the future's going to hold.
Exactly.
Like everyone's
Right.
kind of just sitting back, which obviously all four of us are certainly guilty of as well. We're all just sitting back waiting for like, oh, things are gonna get better. I'll wait till the next lockdown lifts, or wait till this, or wait till whatever. Like we have no idea. Like let's say all
Right.
this gets better, like some random other thing could pop up. We could have some like
Yep.
natural disaster that happens after this, and we're all, buried under a ton of snow or a ton of dirt from a mudslide. You know what I mean? Like you have no idea. It literally could, like an asteroid could hit next week. So if an asteroid
Right.
hits next week and life is over, like, are you gonna look back and be like, man, I wish I would have done this? Like this is, creeping into those like inspirational, motivational videos. But it's kind of like the conversation we had of like starting this whole thing. Like, okay, we're gonna look back and be like, damn, all those times we could have hung out, we could have done something, but we were just like, oh, I don't know, whatever.
We had
like,
an excuse.
we need
Well,
an
Yep.
whatever it
excuse.
was.
Like, force yourself to do the things that are gonna make you happy. And I mean, there's really no regret. Like that's the number one thing is like chase the happiness, and that's what we're trying to do. Like get together more, play something, and just have a good time.
Just adapt to the situation. Because
Yeah.
right now, like you said, just we want to still hang out. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna sit around and wait for this to be over? Or are we gonna do something and adapt and do a call and play games together and do what we want to do just in a different way? We just gotta adapt to the situation, work what we have.
Yeah,
That's
so I mean,
basically. Go ahead.
I don't say if that means like we all just jump on a Discord and play some Call of Duty or play some Halo, or even like try to get some old games going, get a couple streams recorded, get some of that stuff going while we're still separated, get some podcasts out there. Then I mean, still fun, still getting together, making an effort instead of like Tim said, sitting around like watching a movie or something. We're like making an effort. So I mean, that's what we're gonna try to do. Christian just got his Elgato, so we're gonna try to get some console streaming going. We get some pretty cool technology we're gonna be messing with. Maybe some green screens, maybe some cool visual effects. Like it won't just be some boring, no more boring like videos. Like, we're gonna put our effort in and actually make it entertaining. This isn't gonna be a vlog. This isn't gonna be a daily guy holding the camera up in his face. Like that's been done. That's been played. Like we're gonna take it to the level that we're able to
Try to make it exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna grow with it, and I hope everybody follows us and sees that growth and
enjoys the content.
Yeah, enjoys the content. I mean, obviously we're starting out. We're talking behind the scenes here. I mean, we're gonna get better. Like I say, we got some cool stuff in the works that we're planning. We got some technology we're looking to put behind this all, get it going.
That's the thing. Like right now, the technology that we have is a lot. Like we can use so many of that technology now for what we're trying to do, especially back then when there wasn't too many of like high definition stuff, like all this stuff that you can't record, capture. We didn't have that back then. We have this now. And so we want to use that technology that we have and just have fun with it, have a good
And
time. Learn too. Yeah, that's too.
The biggest thing, like we said earlier, I'm completely new to this PC thing, and I'm picking up here and there little by little. But like me and Brian, even Christian, like Scott has a background in this kind of thing. He went to school for this kind of thing, and the rest of us, I mean, we're just slowly learning, and it's this whole process, and you're going to see that process of us learning and adapting and just growing as a group, and hopefully we can all play our part and just learn as a group. Whether it be in editing or the video or the technology, or would it just be like these podcasts or just playing games? There's just this whole process.
Getting better at providing the content to you.
Exactly.
Kind of being quirky on the mic or on the camera or
I mean,
whatever the situation brings.
Yeah, I mean, our physical presence on these on this, like our ability to talk to each other and to talk to potential viewers. Hopefully that gets better, gets smoother.
Probably one of the biggest roadblocks, I think, is just seeing yourself, hearing yourself on camera. Is probably one of the biggest things people face is that stops them.
Yeah, talking to someone else is fine, and then when you play back the video and you got to record an hour of yourself talking without deleting it right away, that's hard.
And even though this is the first video, I mean, feedback is always welcome. Whether we have one person, saying it was good or bad, or we could do this better, we could do that better. the feedback, positive or negative, is always welcome.
Completely new to everything. So anything.
Yeah, I mean,
So eventually we won't be that much camera shy. Like right now, we just explained the whole thing, but we'll eventually be comfortable just cracking jokes and making you laugh as well. But right now, we're just focusing on what we're trying to bring to you guys, and eventually, all the humor and the laughter and the positivity and all that stuff. We'll eventually bring that to the stream or the recorded stream. Yeah, you'll see the experience while we're growing,
or hopefully you'll see the experience anyway.
Yeah, if you're here day one or later on.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing. Like, people value being natural, being real. Like, our goal is not to be like scripted and be sitting there with doing like dumb jokes and dumb camera zoom ins and being like typical people. Like, we want to like generally be natural on the camera, so people kind of connect with the realism and the laughter and the camaraderie of the group. Like, some of my favorite YouTubers and groups that I like to watch is not just because of good content. It's because of like the friendships that they have. They're not necessarily talking to the camera, making jokes, making you laugh. They're talking to each other. You're seeing people have a good time. When you see people having a good time, I mean, you feel some sense
better,
of
happier.
Yeah, in general. So I mean, our goal is to do that for ourselves, so we're happy. Obviously, that we're chasing that happiness. But like, if we can be genuine and genuinely happy together, hopefully that can rub off on some of the audience, and that's spread some of that positivity like Christian mentioned.
Yeah, because we're not.
Go ahead.
Oh, so we're trying to avoid all this social distancing in general and trying to bring.
We're not trying to avoid it. Maybe you.
No, not person.
Get around it. We're trying to get around
it. Just to bring conversations and being together and just talking in general, because a lot of people don't get that a lot now. We always in the dark, and we're always not having the great communication since the whole virus situation happened. So we're just trying to be what we're trying to be,
Yeah, we definitely
be what we're trying to be.
We all our group grew stronger as we, like you said, we went to concerts together. We all met each other in separate ways, but since this thing's going on and all these concerts been canceled, and we've been missing our company, and it's just like, man, you don't think it matters until it goes away, and then it's like, man, I miss these guys and I want to hang out with them more. And like I said, Scott said, we just send them a couple of messages and just call on like, oh, we should really do this because like we miss each other's company. We want to hang out more. We're good friends and we love each other, and we just let's just do this because
we want to try to spread the word. Make other people get off the couch and maybe
just show that everyday people can just do this. It's really, I mean, a little bit of money here and there, and cameras, equipment, but it doesn't take that much. And it just, like I said, the roadblock of just doing it is bigger than anything else.
Just sit down, start talking, start playing a game. I mean, Christian used the word togetherness. People are lacking that. So I mean, I think people misunderstand that too. So I mean, togetherness doesn't have to be physical. Like right now, like this is us being together. Like this is us connecting on a level that we aren't able to now. Yeah, this is like as close as we're able to get. I mean, we have a little group chat. We chat like literally all day long. It's just constantly going off. But we can sit and actually see each other and talk to each other. This is like our actual like togetherness that we're able to generate. And like I said, I mean, it is easy. It's easy to sit down. It's to have the confidence, hit record, to start talking. If we can do this weekly, forever, that'd be awesome. But I mean, we're gonna do it like as often as we can, separately. If we can do it sitting in the same room, even if we can't sit in the same room, obviously everyone has their own lives. As time goes on, it gets harder and harder to hang out. A big reason is, like I said, a reason to not only talk, but to force ourselves to get together.
And that's pretty much, I mean, why we did this channel, why we kind of started it. That's the whole idea,
Yeah, that was another name we thought.
Get out there.
Hang.
Yep.
We had a whole bunch of names.
Well, we had other names, but we don't want to say that.
Yeah, they were all. Some of them were a little rated R,
Yeah.
There's a typical nonsense names that absolutely wouldn't go far. on any platform. Pretty honestly.
It was hard.
Yeah, it was very
Find
hard
the
to kind of
name.
come up with
Yeah.
one. But I mean, like I said, one of the other close ones we were thinking about was like a reason to hang. It's not really a group name. It's more like a motto.
General purpose.
It's a purpose. I mean, our purpose is to try to get together. I mean, in the future, if we can get together once a month, a couple times a month, and get some cool video series going, but still connect virtually and continue those same games, continue those same podcasts. I mean, that's a success to us.
Right.
If we can grow from there, awesome. If it stays like that, awesome. You know what I mean? Like we're
that's
still
the
doing
thing.
it.
That's the thing. Like all these people, they have these goals. Like, oh, I want to make millions. I want to get 1 billion views, whatever. But us, it's like that'd be great. But this alone, we're already winning. You know, we're already hanging out. We're already talking. We're already having fun. We already do that anyways. So if something else comes out of it, great. If it doesn't, there's really no negative. We're already doing this. We're having
Why
fun.
not try to spread that word to other people?
We're out on top either way. You know, we're hanging out with our good lifelong friends, and you know, we're just recording it. So there's really no downside to this.
Yeah, maybe spend a few more minutes trying to make a video. I mean, maybe you'll learn a few things along the way, and then it's time spent. But time worth it in my book.
I'd rather spend time positively rather than just sitting on your couch eating potato chips, watching people play games. Then you could be the one doing it yourself.
Yeah. Even this, just talking about talking. This is already better because I'm talking to you guys. It's kind of nonsense, but I'd rather be doing this than playing by myself.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely expand on the podcast. Like I said, we really want to tie those into the games that we're playing. Hopefully, try to link those in some of the scheduling of like, we played the first part of the game that Brian's been working on, or we played a real sweet round of like Magic, or we had like a Mario Kart tournament or something where we had like a cool, like a fun thing for the loser to do at the end, and we just tell stories about that, and we can throw some clips.
A lot of ideas.
Yeah, and like we want to leave it open enough where we're not just like a bunch of guys doing anything, but we want to leave it open that like we give ourselves some cool avenues to bring some fun content. Like I said, we're working on a couple like little highlight videos now from some of the streaming, like some of us have done. We had a cool highlight reel that Brian had in Call of Duty. We'll probably throw up soon. We'll try to get together more on some other games, put some cool little highlights, some compilations, some full raw podcasts like this where no one's getting edited. Where we're trying to keep our banter pretty PG-13 if we
pretty
can.
Tough.
Just kind of keep it raw, and if we when we get to sit together and play a game, we'll try to keep it pretty natural as well, and make it fun as we're able to, but at the same time try to bring some original content, something fun, some different games.
So as well, we're big time comic book people too as well. Marvel, DC. I like to bring some of the DC deck building and the Marvel Legendary. There's some things that I don't see a lot of people playing, but eventually we're gonna eventually play those when we get together. But I got a lot of things lined up for both of those genres, especially DC deck building, because there's a lot of expansions for that, and Marvel Legendary. So,
and to kind of add on to that, what Christian said, I mean, some of us are into like the Marvel, DC. Others, I don't know if you could tell, are into sports. Jerseys in the back. Like maybe I could provide sports feedback, games, whatever.
I mean, I got a pillow that has owls on it. That's pretty cool. So, there's a Patriots thing.
It's a hoot.
That's cool.
Nature feedback.
Yeah. So I mean, as we're able to connect the podcast to the games, we certainly will to kind of keep it pretty close. But I mean, other than that, we're going to keep it pretty natural. Just throw some scenarios, get some conversations, get some fun, back and forth going. Just get some quick recording up every now and again. We got some fun games. Christian has a good segue into the games. DC deck building, Marvel deck building games are like super fun. They take a while to set up, a while to disassemble. But once you're actually playing, like there's a lot of different ways they can go. There's like hundreds of different game modes and stuff we haven't even gotten to play yet that we've owned for years. So hopefully we can throw down on some of those when we can get back together. We got some a ton of like Magic ideas, like I said, with Magic the Gathering. That's cool if we're bringing in other people. If we want to do like said drafts or big tournaments, you can do like single deck, 1-on-1, 3-on-1, 2-on-2. Commander. It's like if you don't know what those are, that's fine. We'll get to a point where we can explain a bunch of that, and we have some pretty cool ideas to make some like fun videos there as well. Those games usually go pretty crazy. We've had dice getting thrown across the room. We've had like entire collections of Magic cards had to take it out of the trash because of bad nights. It's been rough, but I think that'll translate pretty well into some pretty fun videos.
It could also be like instead of like more involved games like Magic and the DC deck building where you really have to sort of pay attention. It could be like silly games like Monopoly or Life or, you know, Settlers of Catan or just maybe recording ourselves going to Walmart, picking a random game off the shelf and trying to play it, you know?
That's a good idea.
Just do a random on Amazon, like
just a random game that we're all trying to learn for the first time or, you know, whatever the thing may be that day.
Those standard tabletops are perfect to like bring in like significant others, other people that are around. They're easy to grab another person to, you know, to toss on video. Like I said, we don't, you know, this is the group, but I mean, we're not like isolated in a room, just the four of us. We want to like open it up. If we have something that would be fun with 5, 6, 10 people, then we're going to do it. You know what I mean? The idea is to like have fun. So it's not limited. So like Brian said, if we want to play Monopoly, we'll probably pull in more people. If we want to play Catan,
right.
Catan's a really fun game. It's not super long, but you can play with like 8 people if you have like the expansion pack. So I mean, you know, definitely try to do that as well. That'll help as well. Obviously, we got families, we got significant others. If we can bring other people in, it gives us you know, more opportunity to do this more often. So I mean, you know, whatever we can do to get some more content, get some more laughs in front of everybody else. I mean, we're down.
Like, so it could be like a competitive thing. It could be a cooperative thing. It could be 1v1, 1v4. Like
split
there's
screen.
so many things. Yeah, split screen. So we're gonna bring a lot of that to the table too. Go ahead, Tim.
Okay, like I said earlier too, about the learning, it's not only our learning experience. It's you guys. It's, you know, our families, our friends. Bringing in like Magic, like you said, you know, mentioning all those game modes. Some of you may not know Magic, what it is, but we can, you know, you can watch us, you can learn what it is. You say, hey, that's cool. I want to play Magic now too. Or Christian said about comic books. You may not be into comic books, but the DC deck building game still be, you know, standalone, a really fun game to play. You don't need to know the characters, but you can learn the game. You can learn the comics from the game. So it's not only our learning experience, but it's expanding to you guys and everyone else that's playing with us, how to play the game and how to enjoy the
Yeah, I mean, we'll try to put some info on the games we're playing, so I mean, people can check them out. You know, as best we can, we'll try to link to like an Amazon list or something.
I got going right now.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that'd be cool. Like to try to just again like share some laughs, share some entertainment value in what we're trying to bring, but also like, oh, did you like watching us play Magic? Like, oh, here's a link to like the newest set that they just came out with or something, or here's like a link to, you know, Settlers of Catan. Maybe you never heard of that, but you saw us play it. You kind of get the idea of it. You can rewatch it, and then maybe you can you know, go pick it up yourself. So we'll try
introduce it to your group of boys, so you guys can
your boys, your girls, your kids, your grandmother, your aunt, whoever you want to sit and, you know, fight boredom with, then, you know, go for it. But yeah, well, I mean, we'll try to remember to do it as often. In the video, we might not be explaining everything all the time. I mean, chances are we've been playing Magic just wrong the whole time, and who knows? We're just going to complain that way anyway.
Well, that's the point.
That's the point. So it doesn't matter.
And all the comments come in.
If you watch it and we're playing totally wrong, let us know. Let us know in the comments. We'll do our best to correct it. Nothing's perfect. If we're having a good time, usually we stick with it. But
we're not experts in any area. No, but you know, that's not our focus. We're not trying to be. We're not experts in Magic, experts in this or that. We're not trying to get the facts right. We're just trying to have fun and play every game the way we want to play it, or somewhat to the rules.
And but, I know the world of D&D can be quite tricky because there's so many rules and regulations and just different things. Like, I mean, some people are really hardcore, you know, players, and they just want you to keep track of every rule all the time, be on the money with everything. And we're kind of just going with the flow, having fun. We're bored with the boys, you know. We're just trying to do what makes us feel happy, do what makes excitement come out, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the point of the game. To, like, play competitively anywhere. Like if we randomly get great at one thing and that becomes an option, great. We won't like discount it. But like our goal isn't to like jump up and be like an esports champion with this. Like our goal isn't to put in 22 hours a day playing like
Call of Duty or Fortnite.
Like,
get most wins.
Yeah, like that's just not something that like
Right.
is practical for any of us at this point, and it's not really like what we're looking to getting. That's a lot of that stuff ends up being very, very singular in the group, and this is very group focused. Like it's
Right.
we might have some single streams, some single highlight compilations that we put up. It's just some some fun stuff to try to share, and maybe something that's just cool to watch. But for the most part, it's gonna be like the idea of being together. That's the whole point of it's a a 4-person channel, brand, whatever we call it, whatever it becomes, and it grows from there. It's never one person doing one thing for their own profit or for their own gain. It's it's collectively what can we do to have fun and grow as like what we are, not like if like I said during this, if like Christian becomes like randomly the best Magic player ever, great. We'll show you his journey from newbie to championship. We'll bring you along the ride. That would be awesome. But that's not the goal. If that happens, great. So I mean, we're gonna kind of we have a plan. We have some fun stuff, but we don't really have like a goal of like a destination. More of like a goal of like activities we just want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It could be long nights of like D&D. That'll take a little longer, but
that can definitely be a lot of laughters. D&D is a very diverse and open game. I mean, it's basically you three creating your own game, and I'm just providing a story for you to somewhat follow. I mean, that can get pretty crazy.
I've never played it.
That'd be a sweet series to like stay with.
It sounds pretty fun, and I see our group of we're pretty imaginative people, pretty creative. So I feel like that's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, well,
I'm excited for that.
We'll have fun with it, and we'll try to bring that fun to you guys. I mean, like I said, we're going to try to keep it open. I mean, not that long ago when we got together, we all ended up playing pool for like a couple hours at a local place, and it was awesome. And I mean, maybe that's something where we can grab some cool shots. We had some pretty funny moments. We had some decent games for people that like all suck and don't play pool very often.
Good shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just be something cool to like expand and bring it to other elements to just the goal of like the joy that you have together and that concept. If it's playing a game, if it's throwing darts, if it's shooting pool, if it's like chatting on a podcast, you know what I mean? If like you're able to have laughs and walk away from it like that was pretty cool, then that's something we're gonna go after. So I just want to leave it open ended. So no one's thinking you're gonna be on here watching Call of Duty videos every day or only gonna be Dungeons and Dragons. Like even if we're playing like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that lasts like a month or a couple months based on when we can actually play, we might throw in some other games in between. We'll keep the podcast going. Try to keep
diverse.
it on, try to diversify for different people. Everyone's interested in different things. Maybe this isn't for a lot of people, but we hope it is. We hope people join in and see the growth that we have as a channel and see the growth that we have together as like a friends and family. Maybe we can grow our family to include some more people.
And we still want to do what we want to do. Like a lot of these people, not anybody in particular, but streamers and stuff. They stream what's popular, or they do what people want to see. But we just want to do what we want to do. We want to have fun. We're gonna play whatever we want to play,
whether it be the popular game or some stupid game like.
All right.
I don't even know a name.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if we crack open like the time capsule and we pull open like a PS1 and we're playing like Rampage, or we're playing like the N64 of like Mario Party, and it's like crap graphics, and it's like we have like 12 connectors trying to get it to connect to like an HD TV. If it's fun and at the end of the night it worked and we had laughs, like it doesn't matter if it's not like Fortnite or it's not one of these new games. Like maybe we'll jump in and we'll play some of those, throw a highlight here and there. Maybe do a stream, but like Tim said, it's chasing like what's going to be fun, not chasing the views, chasing the mainstream, just taking people along our journey, not necessarily joining this for the typical goal that most of these people have. So I know everybody says that, but I mean we hope to
stay true to that.
We hope to try to stay true to that, and I mean you don't have to take our words for it. We'll try to prove that to you over time. But this is our journey that we're doing together, and we'll bring you guys along for the ride.
And jump off the van as it's moving, just see what the hell happens.
It's a new
We
saying.
survive. We survive.
I didn't
Or
jump
literally
out.
jump off the van.
If we make it, we end up landing on our feet, then awesome. If not, I mean,
If not,
Still-
we'll
we're
record
still
it.
having
We'll
fun.
make a funny video.
Yeah, it's like I was saying earlier.
Might
I
lose
think
some
we'll-
limbs,
I think we'll stay true to it because, like I said earlier, we don't really have anything to lose at this point. We're starting at nothing, and we're just going to record us playing games. So,
Yeah,
what's
we're just
the
gonna
point
just
in
jump
chasing?
into the ocean without a parachute, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
We'll make some things along the
What?
way.
We're gonna throw our skis off the bridge and see what happens. I mean, doesn't matter. I mean,
I mean,
all-
that's me.
Jump off the van at this
First we, first,
I mean,
first we were just jumping out of
It
cars.
doesn't have to
I
be a
don't know.
van.
3
Maybe,
minutes.
maybe we're all riding like one scooter and
Oh my
and we're
We're
jumping
gonna
off,
scooter.
and
We
some
steal
people
one.
land and some people aren't. We're having a good
Yeah.
time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, who knows? We'll record the whole thing, so
Yeah,
whatever.
scooting with the boys. That was a close one.
Yeah, that was up there. Scooting with the boys.
That was up there. I mean,
I'm not sure
Top
I
five.
remember that one.
Top 5.
Scoot.
scooting. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be Tim and the boys, but we didn't
Yeah.
want to agree on that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see who takes off. I mean, we'll be together as long as one person doesn't take off, and then we'll slowly eliminate members until we're just one person. Obviously.
Well, we know
Basically just kill
Scott's
each
gonna,
other until
It's a death match.
Scott's gonna hack all of our computers eventually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When if this video goes up and you see everybody else with my face, then sorry.
I think it would look better that way, honestly, because I'm a little fat and chubby. So
You're fine. The camera looks good for you. It's helping you out there, Brian.
Yeah, and you can tell this level of I don't want to call it unprofessionalism. I want to call it level of where we are, how we're
Casual?
starting, because you can see how
Casual.
different all this is. We got Tim's pretty well lit, but he's in a little bit of
Hell
a
yeah.
mess. A little bit of a mess
It's lit.
behind him. I got sort of a cave vibe going, but a little
A
bit clean in the
cave.
background. Brian's got some decent lighting. He's got some kid toys in the back there. So we're just kind of winging it here.
they're
We're
not for my kid. They're for me, not for my kid.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet ball.
That's Brian's ball. Yeah, I want
Yeah.
that ball.
I like that ball.
I sit in that chair every day and I watch TV. That little rocking chair back there.
Seems
sweet.
a bit sketchy, but that's all right. I mean, if
Eventually, you'll see him.
if you ride
One of
the
the
van and
records
the chicken's
Just
cooked,
rocking
right?
back and forth.
Doesn't matter.
Right in the van if the chicken's stuck.
We have no idea how Brian got there, but we'll eventually get him that chair.
Just jump off
Hey.
the
Maybe
van.
we can record Brian just sitting in that chair for a few hours and make a cool edit.
Hey, I'm down. I'm
That'd
in.
be sweet. Throw a good beat behind that. Get a little vibing going.
Some
Little rock
dubstep.
and motion.
That's what mostly we like to listen to. Dubstep. That's what brought us together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part of it, definitely.
Yeah, we're definitely fond of the EDM scene. That's kind of where we spent a lot of our time together at a lot of these
remember
concerts.
The first concert with you guys, or my first concert with you guys, was the Cruella in 2014 or something like that.
at the song.
Holy smokes! Yeah, that was the first rave, I guess you would call it, concert rave, whatever, that I've ever been to. I mean, I've been to a metal concert before, but
Oh no, me and Scott have been to
me and
the
Christian did
Linkin Park.
this Disturb in Linkin Park. A long time ago.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, the Disturb one was amazing. I love that one.
Crazy.
Kill Switch.
But the first one, the first EDM show. I mean, we can always save this information for another podcast too, because this is a whole.
That's
It's
true.
juicy.
This is our whole
Yeah.
our whole background.
That's true.
But, I mean,
We can carry that. We can cover that after. But
yeah. I mean, I think the first one that I went to with Tim was one of the. Was it the Amp Radio one?
Was Hard-
Hardwell.
it was Hardwell. It was
Yeah,
Danny
Hardwell,
Darrow.
a bunch
Hardwell.
of those
That's
guys.
me.
So
Was Christian?
I think it was
I don't
me,
even
you,
know.
and Cody.
Cody was there. It was a
Yeah.
friend of mine, another friend of mine. But
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might see him. You
Was
might
us.
see him pop into a few games. He's not
Oh, yeah.
super local to us anymore, but we might throw him in virtually every now and again. So
yeah, I play with him a bunch, so you'll hear his voice here and there.
yeah, but yeah, I mean we'll save some of the concert stories, and we got tons. We've been to countless shows.
Mhm.
It's just I mean it's not for everybody. It's close knit, tons of people. We travel a little bit, go to Boston, different places to see the shows, but it's just something that we immensely have had fun with and enjoy. And that's literally what kind of started this idea, just to bring it back before we kind of end this particular podcast, is that As this all started, we were really trying to book some shows to go to together, and we hadn't seen a show in quite some time. A bunch of stuff was moving around. Everyone's schedules was kind of getting crazy. We got kids, we got work schedules, people that work weird hours. It's just it becomes difficult. So we ended up booking a bunch of shows. We're all stoked, and then the world started falling apart, and all the shows got canceled, and we took a negative thing, and we're gonna change it into a positive thing, and hopefully we can see a show in the future when things get better. But for now, we have another avenue that we can throw our attention to. So just to kind of go full circle, that ending on the concert note, which again we'll discuss later, is that that's that concert scene and that whole positive negative piece of that is what
kind of brought us together.
Yeah, it's what brought us together originally as friends, and what brought us together to this idea. So I mean, that's a huge part of our past.
Yeah, we're definitely going to put a lot of that content into what we're going to be doing. It's going to be fun. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be, who knows,
Wild,
jumping out of vans, what Brian said.
Yeah,
I don't know what a
van thing is. I mean, we don't have a van yet, but maybe if we
buy a van.
We gotta make that happen.
We'll have to buy a van.
Mercy.
Okay, that'll be our goal. If we succeed, we'll buy a van. That might be
We'll make that happen for
Is that
sure.
a creepy goal?
Over
That
the
might be a
boys.
creepy goal.
I
People
volunteer to
buy
jump off the
vans.
van since I said it.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, that's good. We'll buy a van.
Definitely.
Not a creepy
glad-
van. It has to be windowed
It
van.
took us this whole time to figure that out, that Brian will jump off the van.
Yeah, we'll put that on the list.
Yeah, that's like our secret.
Why did I
agenda, is just to get
volunteer
a bunch of
myself
cool
for that?
van videos.
Yeah, this whole podcast, this whole thing was just the lead up to that.
And then
And that's
at
where
the
we
end-
end. When I jump off the van, we don't do any more videos, and that's all. That's it. We're done.
I mean, that's like
Yeah.
a pinnacle of what we can do, right?
Jumping off vans. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I mean, I think that's
Scout
a
Wars.
pretty sweet. That's a pretty sweet note to end on. I think we've kind of gone over ourselves a bunch of times in different ways, but I think we've definitely covered off on what we set out to do. Episode 1,
Yeah.
a little bit long. Maybe there'll be different lengths in the future. Maybe a little longer, a little shorter. But this is who we are. This is Bo with the Boys. Episode
General
1.
premise. Yeah. It's in the books. It started. This is it. It's
Yeah.
official. This is
It's
it.
official. It took.
Yeah.
get hyped.
We got the first one out of the way.
The hype train is coming.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It took some work getting to this point, but I think this is a pretty big milestone. This is pretty sweet.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Cool.
I'm excited.
All right. Well, we will talk to everybody in the next one.
Stay tuned for the future.
Follow.
The boys.
Yeah, be sure to follow us. We got a YouTube channel. We're up on socials, Facebook, Instagram at Bowl with the Boys. We'll throw some links in the description for the different channels. Be sure to follow us, see what's coming. Cool. Take it easy.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
See you in the next one.
Talk to everyone later. Yeah.
Peace.
Should we do like the black out the camera? Everyone at the same time?
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't know how to do that.
You gotta
Okay.
put your hand on the
Cover-
camera like they do
cover
in the videos.
I don't know.
All right, ready? Ready? I'll make a cut. I'll make a cut. Ready?
Like
All
a
right.
high five.
3, 2, 1.